Hi, I am Reinis Kregers. I'm a youth track and field coach based in Valmiera, Latvia. I'm also a founder of youth sports platform BST Coach, as well as I'm a former decathlete, competed internationally for 10 years representing Team Latvia. So today I'm going to share my perspective on sports technology from these three roles that I've played over the last years, and hopefully it's quite a unique perspective, and that can be very applicable to you immediately in your whether you're a coach, coaching arsenal, or you as a parent trying to understand what's out there, what's possible for your athletes, and yes, I hope this can be a very valuable, interesting, engaging lesson because it's practical, because it's not from a zeros and ones technology geek, but actually from boots on the ground person who's lived all of the three roles that are important to have this more holistic perspective on how to apply sports technology in a practical manner. So, a little bit about myself, a little bit extra about myself. I am a coach, currently coaching youth athletes between 7 to 14, 15. I have a few individuals that are also senior at the senior level. Track and field is my sport. I've lived in it for the last 22 years as an athlete and now as a coach for the last two. I coaching as my first career started probably back in 2014 when I assisted in the US, Manhattan, Kansas, and now being in Valmiera, Latvia, being every day on daily basis involved with youth coaching. It's just shaped me and also shaped my perspective on using sports technology and how to apply it in a youth setup. But also, I'm an athlete. For over 10 years, I competed internationally representing my country. For 4 years, I competed for Kansas State University in the US. So I've seen all sorts of technology from the athlete's angle as well, especially in athletics, in track and field. It is necessary to individualize, especially at the higher level. And there are technologies that we simply cannot live without in order to compete against the best in the world. I was trying to qualify for the Tokyo Olympics, and it was during the COVID years. A lot of tools were necessary, and a lot of filtering of these tools was necessary for me as an athlete. Uh, and also, I founded a platform, digital youth sports platform, BST Coach, and later I'm going to share a little bit about it. It's basically a physical preparation tool for coaches that they can scale and help fill the gaps of physical preparedness in their youth athletes. And it's a project of mine that is dear to my heart, and I've worked on it for over 5 years. And we're using it quite extensively now, also in school setups. Uh, and these 5 years in, let's say, building a tool, I'm not a tech person in general for the most part, but I was forced to learn technology through my own journey, running a startup in app business, and traveling to conferences and seeing what others do. It built me. And all of these three perspectives will hopefully build a more holistic picture for you today as you listen to me and as you see some hands-on practical tools that I'll walk through. Today's agenda is the following. We'll go through the whole presentation. We'll give you just kind of briefing on what's out there, what categories, how it more or less looks like, and then at the end, depending on the time left, we will check in with some of those tools individually, one by one, because obviously there's so much out there, and the technology is moving light speed, and there's no way back. It's gonna just get faster. So it's somewhat relative to what I show you, these individual apps and businesses, etc., because they often move forward and back, and some of the smaller ones are sucked in the bigger ones. You'll see the dynamic is very quick in sport technology, as it is in technology in general. But yes, today's aim is that you walk home. Your take-home message is that these three perspectives, these three angles, give you quite handy tools to work with, to filter what's good, what's not, maybe what's good for you, what's not good for you now, etc. Why sport technology matters? From one angle, I live in Latvia, relatively, overall speaking, relatively conservative land for new things, new technologies. Although we have quite developed IT sphere in general, but not in the sporting world. I think, especially for the everyday coaches, um, it's a difficult one for a lot of coaches here to grasp the idea of global adoption. Basically, if you miss the train, you're gonna miss it entirely. You're gonna miss the show. Uh, Everyone across the globe, to some degree, lesser or larger degree, are using sport technology, want it or not. But this is the edge, and we cannot really go without it anymore, because that's data. It brings performance benefits. Data helps reduce injuries, and we have quite strong evidence for it, as I will later show it to you. It improves performance and saves a lot of time, because now time has been money always. Now with the AI, I think time is even more money than ever before. And in sport, it is that we're trying to reduce injuries, accumulate more training, through which we improve performance. And time saver and energy saver are key components to that. And of course, we're looking for that competitive edge. We're trying to combine these technologies in a way that works best for our athletes, the people we work with, in a way that it doesn't burden them additionally, unnecessarily. Uh, but yes, all of these whys are important to think about before we even enter the realm of sport technology. Why do we need them? Why don't we go by gut feeling, like a lot of coaches like to think and say? And also, I'll show you where the gut feeling perhaps is better, or the filter of that kind of gut feeling, intuitive feeling, why that could be sometimes better, and why you shouldn't choose all of the sport technology tools out there. Well, there's quite robust scientific evidence. Very hard to put numbers on it because the evidence is accumulating, it's still loading, if you wish. But we know for a fact that certain sport technology reduces injury risks through load management systems. Properly managing training load, often tracked with such tools as GPS systems and monitoring tools, reduces non-contact injury risk, because we can't really talk about contact, or we can only indirectly talk about contact injury with load management, because they are related, but to track and to trace is, of course, more robust evidence through non-contact injury risk. Rapid spikes in load means higher risk, and steady progression safer, and that's the bottom line. Basically, that's the principle. We're trying to use technology that clearly shows it to us without burdening us with more time taken from the coaching side. Better readiness. So that's the recovery realm, sleep and recovery realm. Also, of course, nutrition could go in there as well, and also chemical and biological analysis could go in there. But we're looking for recovery, how to speed up recovery so we could train more, we could do more